Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are or whatever time you are viewing this video. Big immigration changes for Canada. Canada has long been a beacon for individuals seeking new opportunities and a better life. Its reputation as a welcoming and diverse nation has attracted people from all corners of the globe. However, the landscape of Canadian immigration is constantly evolving, with recent policy changes signaling a shift towards a more controlled and regulated system. As of August 28, 2023, a significant change has taken effect. Visitors in Canada can no longer apply for work permits while within the country. This marks the end of a policy implemented during the COVID-19 pandemic, reflecting Canada's evolving approach to immigration management. This policy shift has sparked considerable discussion and debate, raising questions about its implications for temporary workers and the future of immigration in Canada. Understanding the rationale behind this decision requires delving into the historical context, examining the reasons for its implementation, and analyzing its potential impact on various stakeholders. The COVID-19 pandemic sent shockwaves across the globe, disrupting lives and upending economies. Borders slammed shut, travel restrictions were imposed, and countless individuals found themselves stranded far from home. In response to this unprecedented crisis, Canada, like many other nations, implemented a series of temporary measures to address the unique challenges posed by the pandemic. One such measure, introduced in August 2020, permitted visitors already in Canada to apply for work permits without having to leave the country. This policy served as a lifeline for many individuals who were unable to return home due to travel restrictions or who faced economic hardship as a result of the pandemic's impact on the job market. It allowed them to transition their status from temporary visitors to temporary workers, providing a much-needed source of income and stability during a time of great uncertainty. The policy was particularly beneficial for those in essential sectors facing labor shortages, as it allowed them to contribute to Canada's economy and pandemic response efforts. While the visitor work permit policy proved to be a valuable tool during the pandemic, it also raised concerns about potential misuse and its long-term impact on Canada's immigration system. The policy was initially designed to address urgent labor shortages and provide flexibility during an unprecedented global crisis. As the pandemic subsided and Canada's economy began to recover, the government faced increasing pressure to address these concerns and re-evaluate the policy's sustainability. The focus shifted towards ensuring that the immigration system remained robust and fair for all stakeholders involved. One of the primary reasons cited for the policy reversal was the potential for abuse. There were growing fears that the policy could be exploited by those looking to bypass the standard immigration procedures. Some individuals may have exploited the system by entering Canada as visitors with the intention of obtaining work permits, circumventing the regular immigration channels. This not only undermined the integrity of the immigration process, but also created challenges in managing the temporary resident population. Furthermore, the policy's open-ended nature contributed to uncertainty regarding the size and composition of Canada's temporary resident population. This unpredictability made it difficult for policymakers to plan and allocate resources effectively. The government aims to maintain a balance between attracting skilled workers to address labor market needs and ensuring that the influx of temporary residents does not negatively impact the wages or job opportunities of Canadian citizens and permanent residents. This balance is crucial for sustaining economic growth and social harmony. The decision to end the visitor work permit policy reflects a broader effort to regain control over immigration levels and ensure that temporary resident programs are used as intended. By doing so, the government hopes to create a more predictable and manageable immigration system that benefits everyone involved. Section 4. Safeguarding the system, the fight against immigration fraud. The issue of immigration fraud has become a growing concern for governments worldwide, and Canada is no exception. This problem affects not only the integrity of the immigration system but also the safety and security of the nation. Fraudulent activities such as the use of fake documents or misrepresentation of information undermine the integrity of the immigration system and erode public trust. These actions can lead to severe consequences, including legal penalties and deportation. The Canadian government has been actively strengthening its efforts to combat immigration fraud, and the recent policy change regarding visitor work permits is part of this broader strategy. This change aims to close loopholes that fraudsters have exploited in the past. One area of focus is the detection and prevention of fraudulent documents, such as fake letters of acceptance from designated learning institutions or DLIs. These fake documents can mislead immigration authorities and allow unqualified individuals to enter the country. These institutions play a crucial role in Canada's study permit program, and ensuring the authenticity of their documents is essential for maintaining the program's integrity. Genuine students should not be disadvantaged by the actions of a few bad actors. The government has implemented measures to verify the legitimacy of these documents and hold institutions accountable for their role in the application process. This includes regular audits and stricter penalties for non-compliance. By strengthening enforcement measures, increasing scrutiny of applications, and collaborating with international partners, Canada aims to deter fraudulent activities and protect the integrity of its immigration system. These efforts are crucial for maintaining public confidence and ensuring that the system works fairly for everyone. Section 5. Shifting Sands, Broader Changes in Canada's Temporary Worker Landscape. The end of the Visitor Work Permit policy is not an isolated incident but rather part of a series of broader changes to Canada's temporary foreign worker programs. These changes are designed to adapt to the evolving needs of the labor market and the economic landscape of the country. These changes reflect the government's commitment to addressing labor market needs while ensuring fairness and protecting Canadian workers. The aim is to create a balanced approach that benefits both employers and employees, fostering a more sustainable and equitable job market. One significant change involves the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, or TFWP, specifically the low-wage stream. This stream has been under scrutiny to ensure it aligns with the broader goals of the National Labor Strategy. The government has announced a temporary pause on processing some labor market impact assessment, or LMIA applications for this stream in regions with higher unemployment rates. This measure is intended to give priority to Canadian workers and to better understand the local labor dynamics. This pause aims to prioritize the hiring of Canadian workers in those regions and assess the potential impact of temporary foreign workers on the local labor market. By doing so, the government hopes to create more opportunities for domestic workers and reduce unemployment rates. Additionally, new restrictions limit the number of foreign workers employers can hire through the TFWP to 10% of their workforce. This cap is designed to ensure that the majority of job opportunities remain available to Canadian citizens and permanent residents. The maximum term of employment for low-wage workers has also been reduced to 1 year, further controlling the influx of temporary foreign workers. This change aims to encourage employers to invest in training and hiring local talent. These changes demonstrate the government's efforts to strike a balance between attracting skilled workers and safeguarding the interests of Canadian workers. By implementing these measures, Canada aims to build a more resilient and inclusive labor market for the future. Section 6. Ripple Effects. Implications for temporary workers and Canadian employers. The recent policy changes, including the end of the Visitor Work Permit policy, have significant implications for both individuals seeking temporary work in Canada and Canadian employers reliant on temporary foreign labor. For individuals already in Canada on visitor visas who are planning to apply for work permits, the new rules present a significant obstacle. They may face the difficult choice of returning home to apply or exploring alternative immigration pathways, which could be more complex, time-consuming, and costly. The stricter regulations and increased scrutiny may also create challenges for individuals applying for work permits from outside Canada. Processing times may increase, and the likelihood of applications being rejected may rise as well. Canadian employers, particularly those in sectors experiencing labor shortages, may also feel the impact of these changes. The stricter regulations and potential delays in processing work permits could make it more challenging to fill vacant positions, potentially impacting business operations and economic growth. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe and leave a comment. See you next time.